Peace in the Middle East. Uh, this is Eli, and I'm back on here to ask a question. Does America really know how important China is? Does America know how important China has been to its history? All of the railroads on the out on the West Coast were built, or not all of them, but a lot of them were built by Chinese laborers. This country has gotten an awful lot out of China. And I just think that the commander in chief of the United States needs to grow up. Calling COVID-19 the China virus is so irresponsible and so stupid. Why in the hell why is this man in the White House? He's a complete and total troll. He is the troll in chief. And I just urge everybody or let me put it this way. I urge the one or two people who may watch this video, please, for God's sakes, don't vote for that idiot. And to the Chinese people in America, especially those who are being harassed and everything, I say, don't worry. I've lived in this country all of my life as a black man. And trust me, I have lived with a lot of what you folks have been going through. And Chinese people are one of the most respected community in the United States. And my theory is that once Donald Trump is booted out of office, all of this garbage that he's putting the Chinese community through will pass. So hang in there, Chinese folks. You're remarkable, and if the world knew how much it owes to you, something as basic as firecrackers, fireworks. What would the 4th of July be without fireworks? Who invented fireworks? Okay, what would this country be like if we didn't have something as basic as Chinese food? Okay, what about technology? What about all of the inexpensive products that we get out of China? What about all of the brilliant Chinese Americans that have done so much for this country? For crying out loud, folks, we are better than this BS of hating Chinese, persecuting Chinese. How many diseases have been spread throughout the world because of America? Okay, stop and think about that. All right, a disease is a disease. A disease is an accident of nature. It isn't something that you hang around the neck of one people and try to demonize them. It is something that if it affects all humanity needs to collectively address. Okay, enough of the bigotry. Okay, Black Lives Matter. And I consider Chinese people to be people with melanated skin. So I consider them part of the minority community, part of the black community. And I hope that I haven't offended anybody by saying that. I know that some Chinese people, may not necessarily agree with me and everything, but in the end, human beings are human beings. And when one human being suffers, all human beings suffer. So I just hope all of this bigotry and hatred against the black community and against us, against black people, stops. I saw a show the other day. There's a series there's a channel here on YouTube called The Soft White Underbelly. And they had a Klansman in his full regalia and everything, and that frightened the hell out of me because he was boasting about how his organization is growing, and I know one thing: come November, Trump is gonna lose, and there are enough people in this country, who are angry to where I'm concerned about the future of the United States. I am one of those people who believes that Trump is going to hold over, and I'm one of those people who thinks that there are a whole bunch of Americans that aren't going to stand for it. So what does that mean? Okay, Trump will lose, and he is too much of a goddamn fool to humbly bow out and leave office. He's going to hold on. Okay, this is a guy who's filed bankruptcy how many times? Okay, what does that say about him? It says an awful lot if you know the way that I'm thinking. Okay, filing for bankruptcy when he loses the election will mean saying, well, the election was no good. It wasn't my presidency. There's a problem here, blah, 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 blah. I deserve another chance. And in the long run, is going to mean that America is going to have another civil war. I think that we're already there. Okay, so anyway, for what it's worth, I hope you're all having a wonderful weekend. Peace.